Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris. In our last episode we made a very interesting discovery. We found a primitive civilization living on the third planet of the Sol system over here, so we, as quickly as possible, built an observation post in orbit around their continental world and started trying to technologically enlighten them. Let's see, we can maybe find out more about them in the species screen, which I don't think we've looked at yet.
The species tab lists all types of nominally intelligent beings we have encountered, allowing us to modify or uplift them if we have the means and opportunity.
Yes, thank you. So yes, we know about humans. They're mammalian, and they are quick learners. They're nomadic, which lowers migration time, so I think this means if we were to eventually integrate them into our empire, and if we then wanted to move them around to different planets, they would do that quicker and cheaper than other species. And they prefer continental planets. Okay, so it's going to take us a long time apparently to technologically enlighten them enough until they enter the space age. They're currently in the Renaissance age, I think. So we'll just leave that going for the time being. And we are also still scanning and exploring various systems. We're kind of a little bit limited on where we can expand to. We haven't really found a lot of colonizable planets. And of course this big fallen empire up here is limiting our options in that direction, but we'll keep looking. We should be able to find something at some point. We do have one planet down here, which we were looking at colonizing before, but this won't expand our borders that much. It'll give us maybe one extra system, and I think the planet itself is not great. It's not tiny, but it doesn't have amazing resources, so we'll colonize that maybe if we have no other options, but we'll look for something better first, I think. Okay, we've got a mining station. We finished our surface construction queue, that's fine. These guys are neighbors. Let's see how things are going with them. They're actually very close to accepting an alliance. Relative power of empires? Well, I don't think we can do anything about differing war philosophy. And opinion plus 16. We do have an embassy there, but that's at the max of plus 100. I wonder if just giving them some energy credits or something would increase their opinion. Actually, probably the relative power is something we should do anyway. We should probably build more ships since we have the capacity for it. So these guys who really hate us, we're still equivalent power with them, and they're still hostile. Alright, let's build some more ships. We have capacity for 9, but we don't, I think, have the minerals to build that many just right now. We'll just get 3 queued up here for the moment.
Research complete. Construction complete.
Our existing military fleet is on its way home from blowing up those crystals last time, so we have unlocked defense platforms, which we'll be able to build if it seems necessary. We can get nanocomposite armor, which is probably good for upgrading our ships. Also get deep space stations or the next level of spaceport upgrades. I think we'll maybe get this, even though we have yet to even upgrade a spaceport to level 2, because it's a pretty important technology. I think it's necessary to be able to build destroyers, the next ship type that we'll unlock. And we found an anomaly in this system up here. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Okay, so hopefully we'll make a bit more progress towards our precursors quest chain, which we have 2 of 6 already. Still disappointed about this shrines to the old gods thing, which apparently petered out and didn't actually give us any resolution, even though I thought we found 3 of them. Oh well. Our fleet is fully repaired. Let's leave it where it is, I suppose. We can not upgrade them, I think, even though the upgrade button is available. If it costs 0, I think that means no upgrades are going to happen.
Debris analyzed.
We have analyzed some debris, giving us some progress towards regenerative hull tissue, for example. Sounds good. Debris from what must have been a massive orbital installation has been discovered above Situla 6A. Artifacts recovered amongst the debris have confirmed that the space station serves as the headquarters of the Irasian Concordate's Authority of Disease Control. Some 1.2 million years ago, the Irasians were far more susceptible to alien diseases than most known species, and the budget of their public health institute nearly rivaled that of their military. Despite this, surviving records show that their entire species perished from the Javorian pox. Alright, so we get a special project to investigate here. Which I think we'll do immediately. We need a scientist with skill 5 or higher, which I think we do have. Though perhaps... oh, he is actually in control of this ship, which is very convenient. So research that project immediately, please. And continue to survey the system. Where is our other science ship right now? Over here, okay. So we know this is a desert world, which we aren't able to colonize. So we've finished those 3 new military ships. We'll queue up a few more, I think. 2 more for now. Let's bring our other ships back into orbit here. We can merge them. They were getting repaired at our other spaceport. I'm beginning to think with the capacity we have available, we might actually be able to get to superior fleet power compared to these guys. Could give us a good opportunity to attack them.
Construction complete.
Alright, we finished more ships there. We still have capacity, so we'll keep building them, I think. And let's see if we've reached the point where these guys will consider an alliance. Still at -5, still -1 for relative power of empires, so possibly this just isn't talking about military power, it's maybe just the general size of our empire or something.
Project complete.
Who knows? We've recovered the remnants of several research logs from the debris field above Situla 6A. Their final entries are all focused on finding a cure for the Javorian pox that was sweeping across the Irasian Concordate, and they grow increasingly desperate as the situation worsened. The last entry reveals that the pox had spread in an uncontrolled fashion on the space station itself. An attachment details all of their failed attempts to produce a cure in the vain hope that the data would be useful to future generations of Irasian scientists. So we gain some extra engineering research. Sounds good. And also we have 3 out of 6 artifacts recovered in this event chain. So the other option when it comes to expansion is to build more frontier outposts, and I think we can actually build one pretty safely here. We don't want to go crazy spamming them all over the place because they do cost influence to maintain and to build, but if we could use one to grab, say, 2 systems, that would be pretty useful. But I'm really hoping that we just find more habitable planets soon. Like maybe if we got this system. It seems strange to build 2 so close together. This one has a lot of stuff available though.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
Alright, we're up to 22 of 24 in our navy, so I think we'll just go right up to 24. Finished our survey here. Let's just keep checking stuff out over here. For some reason we sort of know about the system already. I don't know why exactly, but maybe we'll find out. We're not exploiting the engineering research we have available here now that I look at it, so let's get our construction ship, this one, to build a research station. Of course, we just spent all of our minerals, so we have to wait a second. Still making slow progress, up to 16 of 100.
Construction complete.
On our technological enlightenment. What level are you at right now? Still Renaissance Age, okay. And we're up to 24 of 24 on our fleets. That has put us superior to you. They are relatively weaker than us and should be of little concern, though they're apparently equivalent in every actual category there. Which means we could maybe beat them in a war. Actually, aren't we currently researching blue lasers? We are. So maybe once we've done that and upgraded our fleets, we'll consider attacking them, since we should be able to beat them at that point. I don't really have any basis for saying that, but feels like we could. Finish some more surveys down here. Continue off in this direction. And maybe for the time being we'll use our military fleet to clear some of these systems. This was the one with the very powerful void entities or whatever they were, which we probably won't be able to actually clear out for the time being. Let's go ahead and hire an admiral as well. I don't think we really needed one yet, but maybe it'll be good to get one and get him some experience before any potential wars. So these guys both have extra experience gain. I think we'll just go with the younger one in that case. So space amoebas here and indeterminate alien vessels there. Let's go for these alien vessels first.
Evading hostile fleet.
And our science ship has run into a hostile fleet. It is space amoebas. So they're going to leave the system. Which is fine. We'll just put them in here for now, and if we clear a path through here, we'll be able to have them explore down in this direction.
Evading hostile fleet.
Are you actually doing that? Do I have to tell you again? I guess when they're retreating, they don't respond to orders. Alright, so what was in here? Oh dear. New aliens. Well, we definitely can't fight them. 1,000 military power to our 686. Let's just leave. And maybe check out these space amoebas.
System survey complete.
Do we have a project to make contact with them? We apparently don't. We have finished a survey up here. We're heading for this system, then we'll go here, I think.
Evading hostile fleet.
And more hostile fleets. This one is definitely manageable for our fleet, though. It's only a void cloud. And there's a potentially habitable world. It's Arctic, though, so we can't colonize it for now. Well, if you can't go that way, why don't you go this way?
Evading hostile fleet.
Of course, they won't actually do that because they were retreating when I told them to. Now do it, thank you. So apparently the amoebas are following us, are they? Or are they just wandering around aimlessly? Well, let's see. Where else could we go? So we can't fight these guys. We can't fight these guys. Do we know what's up here? This was space amoebas as well. Okay, let's go up there. They might be the same space amoebas actually, since I think they can just travel between stars without going through the star lanes, or whatever they're called. I don't think they're called star lanes. Nope, they are still here. We could fight them at 452, though. We probably would lose some ships in the process. Maybe that's okay. We'll gain some experience for our admiral.
Situation log updated.
We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Rigel system. These strange objects have been flagged as Z-aliens until we can learn more about them. Actually, that's probably key aliens. Imagine it's Greek. That's these ones. There's Chi aliens? Maybe it isn't. I have to look up the Greek alphabet. So yeah, this is Space Amoebas. This was another type of ship that we encountered. Alright, so we did lose one ship. Just one, okay. Nothing too bad. Why don't you head home for repairs? We have our science ship nearby where you can send to survey the system. And why don't we do the special project to investigate the aliens that we just encountered? Up to 22 of 100 on our technological enlightenment. Have you graduated out of the Renaissance Age yet? Nope.
System survey complete.
And our science ship up here has finished its survey. Yeah, I guess we'll have you survey this system and this one.
Research complete.
And we finished our research on colonial centralization, which gives us extra influence and unlocks the planetary capital building. So we can unlock the orbital hydroponic farms module, we can do regenerative hull tissue, which is still going to take a long time even though we have research towards it, and all of these other ones are going to take much longer. I think we'll do the hydroponic farms then. Alright, so planetary capitals is something that I think we can probably build immediately. We can upgrade our reassembled ship shelter here to a planetary administration, which will give adjacency bonuses. We can also clear away the toxic kelp here. Maybe we'll do that. Just clear both. Let me see, actually, was there anything else we wanted to maybe build here? We already have the basic mine. I think we will be able to upgrade these further once we have the administration building upgraded.
System survey complete. Anomaly found.
Atmospheric readings from Rigel 3 do not match simulated projections. Okay, we'll research them. This system surveyed, that's fine. Our fleet's repaired, though we need to build another ship to replace the one we lost. System surveyed, and we're investigating this anomaly. Okay. I think our fleet is actually probably at this spaceport, so we'll build the new corvette here once we have the necessary amount of minerals. Swirling shadows, so I think we've had this event before with sheets of organic material casting shadows, which gives us +6 research available there. And I think our science ship needs more orders. We'll queue up a few surveys of these systems.
Construction complete.
Our trade treaty with these guys has lapsed. But they're now at -17 for acceptance of an alliance. Let's see if they'll accept some other kind of trade deal. Well, we definitely won't be giving them a system. Maybe they just want to renew a non-aggression pledge. They'd want something else. How do you feel about research agreements? Very opposed. They'll only trade research with allies, I see. Will you sell us some minerals? For energy credits? 500 or so would be pretty useful. They wouldn't. At least not for any reasonable amount, okay. Well, never mind.
Situation log updated.
We've encountered some form of alien vessel in the Kodraka system, okay. Omicron aliens. So we can research these guys, let's do that. And we're pretty close to finishing blue lasers, at which point we'll just upgrade our fleets and then see how our relative power looks compared to our neighbors. We are at our naval limit for now.
System survey complete.
Oh, and there's a habitable world over here. 2 habitable worlds. Gaia worlds. That seems pretty good. We have a pulsar as well. It is kind of close to the Fallen Empire, but it's not even in a system that's bordering them. It's, you know, 1 system away, or more in this case. So I think we should be safe to build a colony there? Or maybe that's wishful thinking? We should be safe enough. We have a colony equal distance away, topologically speaking, as in separated by 1 system from a system that's in their borders, which they apparently don't care about. So colonizing here should also be fine. I'm going to assume it will be, and we'll prepare a colony ship. Unidentified Empire has declared Othari Nation their rival. Okay. Do we know who the Othari Nation is? Oh. When did we discover these guys? They're erudite explorers. They have an embassy with the Unidentified Empire. They're superior to us in every way, so good thing they're so far away from us.
Evading hostile fleet.
We encountered ancient mining drones in this system. Alright, well they don't seem too powerful. We can definitely get rid of them. Though probably we'll just ignore the system for the time being and survey this one instead, since we may need our fleet in the near future for something else.
Complete.
We have established communications with the Eruxo Commonwealth. I'm not sure what kind of people you are, but we'll find out in a minute. I bring greetings from Reverend Elder Zalin Kabanaka, the elected leader of the Eruxo Commonwealth. We believe in the right of all sentient beings to fulfill their individual spiritual needs. And we hope you share in the sentiment. Well, we are individualists. You're not spiritual, though. So they aren't too happy with us. They think we're materialist fools, yes, well... Oh, they live over here, so pretty close by, but not actually in contact with us. Well, they're in contact, but their borders are not touching, is what I mean. Okay. There's an ocean world in this system as well. Okay, they are superior to us in terms of their fleet power. So now I kind of feel like maybe colonizing this world is less of a good idea. They might view it as a hostile act. On the other hand, it might be a good idea to stop them expanding over here so we can do it ourselves. And I'm hoping if we colonize a planet here, we'll grab this system as well in our borders.
Research complete.
We'll see. So we've finished our research on blue lasers. So we can unlock assist research, which allows our science ships to boost research on colonies. Okay. We're not using them for surveying, I guess. We can get extra colony development speed. You get energy weapon attack speed, which would be good, but it'll take an extremely long time. Maybe we'll get the colony development speed, since we are about to probably build a new colony. And we have the minerals to do that right now. We'll build it in this spaceport because it's a little bit closer. Right, so we have a fairly wide selection of people to choose from now with different modifiers. So we have collectivists, individualists, or fanatic materialists. So this one would give us extra science output of every type. This gives more energy credits, but lower tolerance for slavery, which we aren't practicing anyway. It gives more slavery tolerance and less food consumption. We go for the extra science output, probably. Seems fine. Okay, well, I think that is going to do it for this episode. We'll probably get our colony started in the next one. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.